Did you know Netflix walked into a meeting with Blockbuster, practically handing them the keys to the future for just $50 million? Blockbuster laughed. 5 years later, though, Netflix is worth billions, and Blockbuster was, well, nothing. I mean, who's laughing now? But here's the part that nobody talks about. You might be making the exact same mistake right now. Because Blockbuster's biggest failure was not rejecting Netflix. It was betting that people would never want anything different. That's like assuming people always prefer a horse-drawn carriage over cars because that's how they've always traveled. And they weren't alone because Kodak literally invented the digital camera but buried it to protect their film business. Nokia owned the mobile market. I even had one, but dismissed smartphones as just a fad. They all saw the future, even invented it, but they ignored it. Honestly, that's like driving with the GPS on and just deciding to go the wrong way. And right now, businesses are facing another seismic shift with AI, automation, and digital transformation. So are you adapting, or are you about to pull up next to the Blockbuster tombstone in my business graveyard? And this isn't just about corporate giants making billion-dollar mistakes. Every business, big or small, is playing this game. And if you're sitting there thinking, well, this doesn't apply to me, but that's exactly what Kodak thought when they invented the digital camera and buried it to protect their existing business. The same trap that caught Blockbuster is catching people today. Comfort. The feeling that what's worked before will keep working.
It's the if you build it, they will come mentality.
History proves otherwise. So let's get real. Is your business actually evolving, or are you just hoping things are going to stay the same? Because if you're waiting for a sign that it's time to change, this is it. Because Kodak and Nokia weren't clueless. They actually had the data. They had the technology, and they even invented it in Kodak's case. But what they lacked was the willingness to pivot before it was too late. Because the true success story of Netflix is not that they outlasted Blockbuster. It's actually that they pivoted from mail-in DVD rentals to streaming. Imagine, though, if Blockbuster had bought Netflix, because there would really be no streaming. They thought DVDs were the future of entertainment.
Oh my God, could you imagine a world without Netflix and chill?
No, let's not do that. Actually, that's depressing. And here's the kicker. They didn't even realize they were failing until they already lost. So if you are waiting for a clear signal it is time to change, then you've already missed it.
Don't ignore problem.
And in case you're missing my subtlety here, if you want your business to last, the playbook is simple. Adapt or disappear, and here's how. Recognize the change before it's obvious.
But how will you know? Change is when things are different. So, have you heard of anything new lately?
Yeah, that. You're going to embrace new technology even when it's uncomfortable. And you're going to move fast because by the time it's obvious, it's too late. And this isn't about completely changing your business and turning it on its head. It's just about not resisting change, and you'll be fine. Unless you want to be the next Blockbuster. Right now, AI is not just changing the game, they are rewriting the rules in real time. Some companies are already integrating it into their workflow. Others are still debating if it's worth the time. Guess who's going to be laughing in 5 years? So here's the real question. Are you ready to pivot? That's exactly what we're breaking down in the full business pivot principle. One problem, one solution in just 1 hour. And up next, we're going to deep dive into what is the biggest marketing pivot we all face thanks to AI. Because companies that are pivoting now are going to thrive. And the ones that don't, well, they're going to get their very own tombstone next to Blockbuster.